So, I want us to address this topic because this is a topic that has been going on for generations now, but I'm not exactly sure where we are at currently in this generation at the time of recording this video regarding this particular topic. And it is on mother in laws and family interference and investments. Basically, there've been a lot of talk about mother in laws, especially family interference, investment, and in my years of study, time of personal reflection, experience, expertise, and of course, working with people in therapy session, I have grown to a more excellent perspective of the whole matter and how we should look at things when it comes to this particular topic. Let me start out with saying that I understand that there are mother-in-laws that have made life very difficult for both the son and the daughter. And in this case, I'm talking specifically to women, talking specifically to wives, to future wives. So you want to get married and this mother-in-law is just like, hey, or you're married and this mother-in-law, sometimes even sister-in-laws or the biggest sister in the family that will not allow you rests in the name of marriage. And there have been a lot of talk on should you should how much should a person care for just particular talking about family interference and investment, particularly how much should a person care for their mother, for instance, or their mother-in-law. Mother-in-law will talk about everything, and then how much is investment, how much investment is too far. First things first, I have to say that you have to understand the design of the family you're getting in married into. You know, I said I have grown into a more excellent perspective because before the views that I once, and funny enough, my views about this was not always the fighting view that everybody had, but views that I once had versus views that I have now has been as a result of growth and just growing in God, in the love of God. A lot of times people say, I want to get married, I don't want any family, everybody should get out, blah, blah, blah. I get it. That is very important that your family should be able to build. You and your family should be able to build alone. Don't get it wrong. You and your husband should be able to start life. So this is not to say, oh, pack the whole family. But understand your family design is where I'm starting out from. And what do I mean by understand your family design? What is the structure of how your family is? You see, in recent times, I've been seeing there was a particular incident that happened that made me even think deeper. This topic was birthed out of that. Recently in Nigeria, at the time I'm recording this video, because by the time you're watching it, it may not be recently. But if I'm recording this video in Nigeria, it is quite recent. A particular actor just passed on. I'm not going to get into the story, but it's not relevant for this situation. But that was an avoidable death, and unfortunately, the person still died. This person, if I get it correctly, left three boys on earth with his wife. They're even saying the wife will melt up. I don't know. Well, since I don't know that, let's leave that. But at least the one that we know, he has three sons. Good. What's going to happen now? The father is dead. The father is dead. Father is dead and gone. At least in this life, to hopefully, will they all get reunited in heaven. The reality on ground now is that if the mother chooses to not remarry, let's walk through the case of where the mother chooses not to remarry. If the mother chooses not to remarry, she's going to a lot of times she's going to have to do her best to support her sons. And her sons, knowing the circumstance of their father's death, they're also going to do their best to be there for their mother, love their mother, blah blah blah. All well and good. All right, we're good. Yeah. Now this person grows, and sometimes there's the poor financial problem, there's the attachment. Don't worry, I'll get to all that. This person grows as a result of there's a bond in the family already because a father died, don't forget. So this person grows and is about to get married and whatnot, and the wife just comes and saying, get out of your family, get out, get them off. Guess what? A wise wife will know how to walk through things in such a way that this man's bond with his family doesn't stop, but there are also strong boundaries created in such a way that there is no interference into the new family that is building. Sometimes some of these people do not even some of these men do not even know get how to get into their new family without interfering. 'Cause just like, oh, everybody just come together, but it's something that he can learn, and that is why if you're going to that's why you should be having conversations, not sex during your dating season. Do you get? Don't be pressing it's not time for that, because these are the things that people miss. It was there glaring. Then they enter into the marriage. There's all form of chaos. They say, the mother-in-law is wicked. But you saw the lines, you saw the signs all over. What did you do about it? Did you talk about it? It's because if you talk about it, you will realize that this man doesn't know how to build a boundary between his family and his current family, and the family he's going to build with me. What will you do? That one is not a flag that you say, get out. I'm not in a relationship with. No, it's something that can be learnt. Maybe he doesn't. Another thing we need to know about relationship is in the name of discarding people. Some people don't even know that they don't know. It's like their blind side. Like they don't know that they don't know. So when you're in a relationship, you're not like, oh, I didn't know that I didn't know. Mm, take that one for free. Some people don't know that they don't know. Even you sometimes. You be like, no. When you now get, not be like, ooh, I thought I was all set. I was all caught up in this. I got in it. Sometimes it's not so. So when you see situations like that, some people they run no, run no. Because you grew up in a home where your mommy or daddy, nobody shot them, nobody was in an accident, nothing happened. That is not the reality for everybody. That's not going to be the reality for or maybe your current husband, for their husband to be. And so how do you manage between the bond between the previous family and the one you're about to build? And it is then possible that while your husband is oblivious and he doesn't even know, maybe his mother, for instance, doesn't even also know how to disattach herself, because she just used to know when their father died, I was there for him, we were there, it's all of us that was there. It is true. But so how do you now make it a problem in marriage? Because nobody is saying that no one person was not there, or they were there, or they were not there. The point is, how do you now make it less of a problem? Then you are going to have to start learning that. You both will have to start learning that. But learning starts with discussion. I already said it starts with even knowing. And that's why you open your eyes to this kind of things. If you are in a sensitive family where it's like one person that, or maybe the mother died and it's the father, so it can be anybody, or it could even be both parents died and it's the elder sister you are having to deal with. It's not time to turn it to war. I'm especially talking specifically for sensitive kind of family where there was a situation that really brought them together as a result, unfortunately, of the death of a person. Okay, some people are just blackout wicked, and if you see such and you descend such, you can leave that place. Nobody say you should die there. Some people are just born. Nobody is born to be wicked because they learned it, but some people are just deciding to be wicked. Now that's a different case. You don't need to hook yourself in that reality in the name of marriage. But be sure, and that's what I do on this channel. Be sure that you know that this person is just making things difficult and it's not going to work out. It's not that you will not try. Because what I help with in this channel is to make sure that as much as it concerns you, you try your own best. Okay? It's not a situation where like, me, I know this one is difficult, everybody go back. Sometimes that's when people give up too much. And that's what I'm trying to say. Because we're always gonna have challenges in all aspects of our life. Do we give up when we have challenges at work and it's difficult? We don't give up. Why is it that when it's married now, people are just me, I don't know. But that's not what I'm talking about. So understand the dynamics, detect it early, and work on it. My audience are mostly single people. If you are in a marital situation and it is hard for you, book me, call me, make the payment. Let's have therapy session. That one is a different case. That's not what I'm talking about in this video. I'm talking to those who are on the brink of getting married. They're like, listen, signal. This is what's happening. I don't even know if I should go ahead with that marriage. Those are the people I'm talking about. Like, you're already inside, you need therapy, okay? Let's just book a session and talk about that. So these are some of the things. And even you still need therapy as well. You still need a one-on-one therapy session or a coaching session where we can have the conversation on what is going on, why is this person acting this way. Many times people don't care to ask those questions. Just like, this is the way this person acted. Sometimes that mother-in-law is acting out of deep-seated fear. Like, there's deep-seated fear that this person has, that this girl is not going to take care of my child. What's going to happen? Or she just may even be thinking, I will lose him too, the way I lost my husband. Like, you don't know. So many things are going on in the minds of many people that has nothing to do with you. You know, sometimes when people act out badly towards you, people think, it's me, they hate me, oh my god, they don't like me, it's me. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you, it's them. Like, it truly is them. It's everything with them. It has everything to do with them. The insecurity, the fear, the hurt, and they're just venting out on you in a stylish manner of wickedness. So think about that and get into that conversation so that you guys can walk your way around what is going to be the way forward for your family. Then when it comes to this investment, so that's about interference. Okay, so it's not to say get out. I don't want to, but to understand where it's coming from. And it's okay. So how are we going to work it out in such a way that it would not get into our family? Okay, so how are we going to do that? So, for instance, if the person thought, the person thought that maybe we're all not going to be living together as one big happy family. All my family members will come in with me. It's something that's not okay with you. You may want to discuss that. Oh, this is not how it's supposed to be. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know that you didn't know. And this is a better way to do it. Then you go out to outline. These are some of the challenges that will come. So instead of bringing this in and having these challenges, why don't we have a long-term plan where we can have visitations? You know, see, your family, your marriage is not going to be like every other person's marriage. So leave it. This is how Florence is doing her marriage. Stop that thing. Stop it. People do it all the time. They're like, let's show this is how this person is doing. Stop it. Just stop it. The marriage is not going to be like every other person's marriage. So let's stop that thing. That me, left to me, or me, my mother-in-law does not even call me just once a year. It's not, that's not your own life. Sorry, your own mother-in-law may be visiting you people once every month. And your friend may not have seen a mother-in-law in the last 5 years. It's different for different people. What you need to do is you want to make sure that it is not affecting the foundation of your family. Then on investment, when it comes to money, these things are very sensitive and it can put a lot of pressure. See, as a person who has worked with people, hundreds of therapy cases, as much as we just want to vent, I see a lot of people just shouting online, angry. As much as people just want to vent, the reality for why people support their family is real. Our brother is still supporting one person in school fees. Like, it's not that they want to inconvenience you, the new wife. It's just that it is what, like, sometimes literally, if a person doesn't support that person, it's going to be very hard. What you then need to, because I teach on finance as well, one of the things I teach people is to win people off of them in terms of getting beyond just being a money cash machine for a person. You want to also get a person to be independent financial. This is very important. I have finance books, so I'm not all for turning somebody to an ATM machine, especially a person that's about to build their own life and marriage. What I want to say is you want to understand, sit down with this your partner, understand he is wise. Oh, maybe he's paying 10 people school fees. It's not say get out, get them out of the get them out of the list now. You want to, I was like, okay, these 10 people, why? Why did you start this one? Why did you? You may notice that it may only reduce to 5 after you spoke, because some of the reasons may have expired. You may realize that some people are still on the list, just taking advantage of him. You know, these are things that your presence will help him to become a better person. But people don't see it like that. They just, everything is fight, everything is war, mortal combat. I'm just like, hey, God, like, and there's this widespread thing about marriage that where everybody is expecting everybody to come perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to inform you that nobody is going to come perfect. Nobody. I was talking in one other video about people thinking that people of status have it all together. Absolutely nobody is going to come to you perfect. So one, there's going to be one comma, and this may be your own comma that is resolvable. Now it's not a different case if you're having this conversation pre-marriage, and person is like, no, there's nothing like that. Oh, this I'm going to you know that okay, this person, it's not even, you see, when a person start telling you no, me, it's not even about you. It's that this person does not have a teachable mind, and that one is a problem. And so when you say no, I'm not even talking, it's not about the matter that the person doesn't want to change. There's some things that are beyond, oh, he does not want to marry me. You know what I've said, what I told you, that sometimes it's not, most times it's not about, it's about the person. The person saying no, the person does not want to reason with you. The person already doesn't have a teachable mind. These are some of the things that if some ladies and even men detected early enough, they'll be like, I'm trying to say you don't want to be teachable. Okay, have a nice life. Now that's different. After you've tried your, because nobody's going to come perfect or whatever. No, that's not going to happen. So try out some of these things. I just want you to look. For me, what the essence of this video, the objective of this video is to help those who have a lot of family attachment. Maybe you are dating a first son, a first son, only son. There are a lot of attachment. It's a senior brother, different things that happen. A man who the parent die, like realities. These things are realities in people's life, and it's not just for you to come in and be like, no, everybody get out. It doesn't work that way. As a matter of fact, if you're a person who truly loves people, you're not going to say everybody get out. Uh-huh. Because you, to put yourself in in your shoes, there are some women as well. They are the ones that even have the attachment. We've not even gone there. What do you want to say to such women, who the ones who have the attachment? And for women, men are even more understand. Don't worry, I'm paying my sister's school. Men just be like, okay, no problem. But when it's the men's zone, it becomes a bit more difficult. So in this video, I've emphasized and I've spoken about understanding the difference between a person just being stubborn, a person wanting to just break your family without any way forward, and then working with the person who has a teachable mindset. And I hope that you've gotten the meat of the matter. I'm saying now I create videos like this every day towards the objective of helping you meet and marry your husband. So if you're on that journey, you know people on that journey, videos on my channel will literally help you get closer to meeting and marry your husband. I want you to ask questions that you have, okay? If you want to meet me one-on-one, you want to have a therapy session with me virtually or physically, use the links in the description. I'll see you in my next video. But there are videos that are going to pop up now. Make sure that you watch previous video that you've missed.